Yo, welcome to Final Lost versus your first time watching. Thanks for stopping by the channel and checking out the show. So request a reaction. I'm not going to get a big heavy intro. You know I'm here for it. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
In '86, I had a hamster named Elizabeth. Got her at the mall with that whole habit trail tube system shit. Cried a month when she escaped captivity all by herself. That winter mother found her behind the dryer, alive and well. Strangely, I recall that over how and when she died. I'm messaging my brother now. He said she left a second time, but like for realsies. Well, shit, if that don't beg a different take. The triumphate, they're coming home. It's in the second prison break. It's interesting what the memory cherry picks and what it pardons. We're nothing if not silver linings stuffed into compartments like some printer's tray, repurposed for shelving your tiny tinctures that each remind you of a specific time you were injured, interacting with the living. Those shifting lines of scrimmage always situated just behind some hypnotizing visage.
I gotta stop this right here. The storytelling is amazing, and the way he used that situation to flip it on other things and realities in life is crazy. I want to go. I had to stop it because I don't want to forget. This is very, very good writing. So he talked about the hamster that got away. He talks about how he went to the mall, got the whole habitat, the whole cage, aquarium situation set up. He set up everything. Then he cried for a month when she escaped by herself, and then that one of the mom found her behind a dryer line alive and well. So I recall that how she, and when she died, messing my brother, he said she left for the second time. That is crazy because she escaped again. She escaped from the habitat once, and they found her, and she escaped again when she died. She got away from that captivity. But he said, don't beg a different take. The triumph isn't from coming home, it's from the second prison break. That is crazy. Coming home, going home from the second prison break. Basically, in a nutshell, we're in this habitat. We were placed in this habitat. All these things around us, like the hamster, we can't control a lot of our surroundings. We can't. You can escape reality sometimes. Sometimes you can't escape reality, but when she got away and found her dead, she escaped for good. The second prison break. That is such a freaking, gosh, that's so good. That is so good.
Those shifting lines of scrimmage always situated just behind some hypnotizing visage. If you're at all susceptible to a finger that beckons from out a curious portal, make sure you're briefed at the entrance. Identify 1,000 different snakes. Turn around, still trust the motherfucker out the gate. The recommended avenue is as he say, not as he do. But as he do, if you annoy yourself with your own ballyhoo as he do, then people be like, wow, you're such a hypocrite. And I'm like, yo, you can't be this completely fucking stupid. I hope you suffer horribly, like I'm not even a violent person, which makes me a double hypocrite. Yo, 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 fashion from the 80s. Mahi, mahi, fresh from the banana leaf. Deliver the man a Lahaina's banyan tree.
Okay, I'm stopping this again because he's saying so much stuff, and there's no way I'm going to be able to recap this at the end of his verse. I gotta say it right now while it's on my dome. Oh my gosh. Interacting with the living, shifting behind lines of scrimmage. Of course, in football, you interact with the living and you shift the line of scrimmage, especially for protection, right? They move and shift. Always situated just behind some hypnotizing verbiage, whatever he said. I can't remember what he said. But anyway, if you're at all susceptible to a finger that beckons from an outcry of a portal, make sure you're briefed at the entrance. So when you get into a situation, make sure you understand the consequences of the situation. Just don't go into it like that. Make sure when you go into this, your curiosity drags you into a situation, be aware of the consequences. That is so slick. Identify 1,000 different snakes. Turn around. Just trust the MF out the gate. So now it's 1 million people in the world, snakes, people that are out for their own self-worth or their own self-righteousness, whatever, out for their own self and using you as a pawn. You can't trust everybody. There's 1,000 snakes out here, but be careful who you choose. You trust one person without, again, understanding the consequences out of the gate. Don't you trust him? He can lead you down an avenue or a road that you shouldn't do. And he said, do as he says, but not as he does. He's gonna say something, but he's not gonna do it. And then he said, "You such a hypocrite. People around you, such a hypocrite." That is so good. I'm sorry, I had to get back to that. That is so clever, man.
Mahi fresh from the banana leaf. Deliver the man a Lahaina's banyan tree. Rent me a two-seater that boasts an uncommon wheel count. That out-of-town embarrassment barreling through some speed round. Before cars headed, man expressed the sentiment of needing to recklessly drive a car through a weather event. Out the other side, heaven sent, what a ride. Feathered hair that never relent. Summertime. Smell the roses right outside the den of Lobos. Who could smell the polo fanny pack coated in melted Rolos? The tropist play it cool and act like you supposed to be there. But I'm not a cool actor, I do not play, I do declare. Next summer, y'all's panels on my fear of abandonment. Get the force of 1,001 unbelievable shenanigans. Friendly hangs, effortlessly peppered with contentious slang and extras. Till you playing 20 questions with interrobangs. What the fuck, how the hell, who are you? Is hope even a factor in the forward you are looking to? I ain't throwing shade, I'm only asking for this final scene. I don't need that energy around me when I'm finding peace. 6'4", 240, gussied up and camera shy. I'm just trying to eat, but all they see is spotted lantern fly. Tantrum with the biggest fucking baby in the candy aisle. I could not have picked a better day to randomize.
Oh my gosh. Let's finish this up real quick. Again, he is using the scheme. Again, he's bringing that whole hamster habitat thing to fruition at the end. But anyway, I'm going to skip a couple of lines, but I want to get down to some of the things that really made my head spin a little bit. Smell the rollers outside the den of Lobos. You could smell the polo fanny pack coated in melted Rolo. You can remember that smell of melted Rolos. You can remember that. I'm not a cool actor. I don't play. I do declare. I do declare. Remember that game? Playing it. He talks about a game later on. But he says, "Summer next, y'all. Panels of my fear of abandonment. Remember when the hamster left him twice? Fears of abandonment." Again, friendly hangs effortlessly peppered with contentious slang. Friendly hangs, again, those 1,000 snakes, but also friendly hangs with people. Leave you in continuous state. Now you're on edge because you don't know if they're going to leave you or not. Real quick, this last bar I like. Hold up. I ain't throwing shade. I'm only asking for this final scene. I don't need that energy around me when I'm finding peace. You can't be around that negative energy when you're trying to find your final peace. It's not good. It's not healthy, right? So he said, I don't need that energy around me when I'm finding peace. And he said 6'4", 240, gussied up and camera shy. I'm just trying to eat, but all they see is the spotted lanternfly. The spotted lanternfly. He's saying 6'4", 240, and gussied up. He's a unique individual, right? Looking individual. You don't see those kind of people every day unless you're at a football stadium or something. Or anyway, but he's saying when they see me, all they see is the spotted lanternfly. The spotted lanternfly is an invasive species, so they tell people to kill them when they see them, right? But all you see is the spotted lanternfly. I look pretty and gussied up, because they were real pretty looking insects, but they're afraid of me and they want to kill me. That is so smooth. That is so smooth. Let's go. Gold star for the sub who recommended this song. This song is unbelievable. I just love the whole premise of the hamster, man. God, what a way this guy's mind is crazy. It should be studied. All right, man. There you have it. Aesop Rock, unbelievable shenanigans. All right, man. We're gonna continue to go down this album as I get time, man. Thanks for watching. Final Laws versus subscribe. Hit the like button. Peace.
Just like music.